Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a while since I did a video. I had a pretty bad cough, and I know if I would try to do a video, I'd have to make like 100 edits because I would just keep coughing the whole time. So, feeling better now. I'm back, and yeah, when I took time off, the market was a bit boring. But over the last few days, as I'm sure you're aware, it finally got exciting again, right? So, market's pumping. One of the standouts, of course, is Chainlink. In the last analysis I did of Chainlink, I mentioned that we had broken out of this long-term downsloping level of resistance, and that it was a very positive sign for Chainlink. But now, in addition to breaking out of this diagonal resistance, we've broken out of the long-term horizontal channel, right? So you see we had this kind of range here, multi-year accumulation period, and there was two levels here that I was watching. The first was this kind of like downsloping level where the price would wick off, and then also we had this horizontal level at around $9.47. You see it was support right here, and it was resistance right here. This is where these wicks were bouncing off of, and yeah, we've cleared both of them now. Now, before I get into what I'm expecting to happen, a couple things as usual. First, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. That way you're going to get notified when I release new videos. If you click away from this without doing that, you may have a hard time finding the channel again, just because it's, relatively new channel, only around 1,000 subscribers or so, and because of that, I'm not really prioritized in the search algorithm. Also, if you want somewhere to trade Chainlink and pretty much any of the other coins I talk about, I'm going to put a link to 3 different exchanges in both the pinned comment and the description. One of them is called OKX, very reputable exchange. Another one's called Bitget, again, same thing, very nice interface, reputable exchange. Those two require KYC, so if you're fine with submitting your documents, then check it out. They're both offering you bonuses. If you do not want to go through a KYC process, however, you don't want to submit your personal information, I linked an alternative. It's called BingX, and BingX right now is offering you guys 150 USDT for a sign up, as long as you meet a quite minimal criteria. So click the link to BingX if you want to see what you have to do to get those bonuses. Okay, so back to Chainlink. As you can see, very bullish price momentum lately. We've broken out of this multi-year consolidation range, dating back since about May of 2022, so about a year and a half. This is great news. Now, I talk about this quite often. More often than not, when you break out of a long-term resistance, the price tends to kind of come back and retest it as a support level. Now, of course, that hasn't happened just yet. We could continue the journey up to these higher targets. The first level of resistance I'm looking at, actually, no, not the first level of resistance, because I'm going to show you something after this, but a level of resistance I'm looking at is about $12.55, and that's based on this previous support level. Beyond that, we see this level here. It was support, then it was resistance twice, so anticipate that this level is going to draw some sellers in as well, and that's around $18.20. Now, you see in the previous videos, I had these 2 downsloping levels of resistance drawn, but now if I draw another one, and instead of connecting it based on the body of the candle, I'm going to connect it based on the wick. And this is just relevant because some traders are going to draw the lines differently, and some of them are going to draw it like this. So they'll take it from the top of these candle bodies here, and they'll draw it from the top of this wick and run it across. And you see when I do that, see we have 3 points of contact here. So we have the top here, and then, yeah, the price came up and wicked off of this right here. But now you see that's exactly where the price is, okay? So keep that in mind, that, a lot of traders are going to draw it like this. And yeah, based on that, we are currently at a resistance. So what I'll typically do, like I'm on the weekly time frame right now, if I take it down to the 4-hour, what I want to start looking for being at a resistance is signs of weakness, okay? So you see right here how we have a high, then we have a higher high. So seeing that, I would pull up my oscillators, and what I want to see is if we're getting any bearish divergence. And we kind of are. You see how we have a high here and then a lower high. That's a divergence from what's happening on the price. And same here with this particular divergence indicator. Up here we have the high, and then now on this particular oscillator were making lower highs while the price is making higher highs. So something to make note of. Now, personally, being as extended as we are, I wouldn't be looking for long positions. The time to accumulate long positions, of course, was at the lower range of this long-term channel that was, the price was bouncing within for about a year and a half. That was when you should have been accumulating. Now that we are so extended, I'm not personally looking to buy right now until I see this resistance level break. However, where I would look to buy, of course, is the pullback, right? So after this kind of pump, a pullback, of course, is very healthy. Now, I wouldn't want to short Chainlink just because, as I mentioned, we've broken out of a long-term accumulation range, and I think this is due for much higher targets. So if you're not in, you want to think, where's the safest level for you to enter? The safest level to enter this particular trade would be one against a level of support that you can use as a backstop for your stop loss, right? So for example, the first main level of support I would look to, of course, would be this horizontal level of what was once a resistance down here at the top of this channel, and that's going to be around about $9.54. So if you see the price pull back to that, that could be a pretty good entry point. And of course, you would, to minimize your risk and get a good R&R ratio on the trade, risk reward ratio, you can place a stop loss slightly below this horizontal level of potential support. Now, if that doesn't hold, you want to look to the next level down. And the level that I'm seeing that has the most confluence would be right here. Okay, so I'm going to take the horizontal trend line, and I'm just going to kind of mark that out for you. The level that I'm seeing here, it's going to be based at the top of these two candle bodies here. Mark it there. So you see it was resistance here, 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 here. Quite a while, right? This particular level was providing the resistance based on the weekly candle closing of the bodies all the way back since September 2022. So I would anticipate this to be a strong level of support. And if you look, we have a confluence, right? So we have this downsloping level of resistance based on the candle wicks, and then we have this horizontal level of resistance based on the candle bodies, and they converge right around here. So if the price pulls back, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, guys. It may not. Like I said, we have broken out of about a year and a half level of accumulation and consolidation. So again, I anticipate much higher targets for Chainlink. However, being that we are at a resistance level, if the price does pull back, the first level of support I would look to, again, would be about slightly over $9.50. If, for example, Bitcoin has a big crash and the rest of the market follows, then I would look right around here at this convergence point at around about $8.25. So if that opportunity presents itself, me personally, that's when I'm going to look to take a long, most likely a leveraged long, although I'm not, just not financial advice. And then I would place my stop loss slightly below this level of support. So that would give me a great risk reward ratio. However, again, guys, no guarantee that's going to happen. However, it's quite common that when you do break a long-term level of resistance, that it kind of acts like a magnet, pulls the price down. And then what you would want to see if the price does come back, you want to see this level hold and then push up for the next wave up. And then as you can see, obviously this level right here, again, slightly over $18, is a major level of resistance. It's almost looking like a target up here, right? So you see it was support, resistance, resistance. So yeah, right here, slightly over $18. That's a level I would look to. Maybe even potentially take a short with a very tight stop loss with a very conservative target. But yeah, right up here is a key level. But of course, in order to get there, the current level of resistances that we're dealing with, this downsloping level of resistance, which we are currently at, again, showing a little bit of a bearish divergence at this current resistance. Beyond that, I'm looking at $12 and about 66 cents. And then, of course, again, slightly over $18. Okay, guys, but all in all, really good news. I'm glad the market's finally moving. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. And yeah, if you want a place to trade Chainlink and pretty much any of the other coins that I talk about on the channel, hit up the pinned comment and the description to check out the exchanges and see what bonuses you can get. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.